Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, bring you news from beyond the mirror, from the other world, and today I am reviewing Kyrielle. I am really glad she was finally released on the Globals version. I've been looking forward to this day, not only because she is an amazing character, her passive unique is awesome, her abilities are awesome, they look awesome, they do awesome things. She's an all-around great hero, very useful. It's not just that.
My arrows never lose their edge.
She's so beautiful, so gorgeous, so elegant. Her passive ability is called Festival of Stars. Becomes immune to all damage 5 times, and additionally protects all allies in the back when the enemy reflects damage. So that basically just means the allies in the rear are protected and immune from damage reflection, which is pretty good, but not too many heroes have damage reflected just yet, but there will be a lot of heroes that do have damage reflecting abilities in the future. There are not many now, but there are some popular ones that do. So still a very useful passive ability. That mixed with the Void Shield makes it really good too. So okay, let's take a look at her first active ability. Regulus inflicts 70% magic damage on all enemies 2 times. Piercing will take effect. Decreases the enemy's buff duration by 2 turns. The arena is a very popular game mode in Seven Knights, so you're going to see a lot of heroes that are useful in that particular game mode. So whenever I review a hero and say, hey, they're really good in arena, it's not because I like saying that, it's because it's true. They are good in arena. And you can see that right away with an AoE skill like this, with debuff and piercing. She's good in arena, and she has another AoE ability that's also amazing in arena, and we're going to take a look at that in a second. Her second active ability is called Meteor Shower. Inflicts 60% magic damage on 4 enemies 2 times. Ignores the enemy's defense, stuns the enemies for 2 turns at a certain rate. Now, as you can see, she is an arena character. Now, her awakening skill, it isn't as flashy as most of the offensive awaken abilities that we've seen so far from most heroes, but this awaken skill is very interesting and it's very effective nonetheless. Let's take a look at it. Her awaken ability is called Light of Darkness. Increases physical attack and magic attack for all allies by 100% 4 times. Become immune to all damage for 4 hits. Now, as I mentioned, this is a passive ability, so it is very effective passively, and as you can see, increasing physical attack and magic attack by 100% is a very interesting detail, and the fact that she provides a Void Shield that provides 4 hits, and I believe that applies to the entire team, so that is a very deadly awakening skill. But alright, enough on that. Let's take a look at her animations. I always loved her animations, first of all because I've always loved stargazing when I was a kid, and just seeing the stars in general, it just takes my breath away. Just seeing anything related with space is just awesome. I've always loved the subject. I actually took astronomy when I was a kid, and man, I still enjoy it to this very day. But let's take a look at it.
Arrow of starlight, pierce through the darkness.
Ah, so beautiful. Let's take a look at this.
Strength of a lion.
Oh, so beautiful. Alright.
Constellations of the night sky, past judgment.
Now, a lot of you are probably feeling a little down because of another passive awaken ability, and you're expecting something a little more fancy or flashy that does damage instead of just help your team passively. But this is still a really good awakened skill. It really is. But don't expect all the heroes on this list to have awakened abilities that are more passive, because they will be planning to add another character on this hero list that has a more offensive awakened ability that deals damage. It's very effective. I don't know if they'll nerf it or not, but who knows. I really hope that they release him soon though, because he actually is one of my favorite characters. He's really, really cool. But as far as obtaining this character is concerned, probably wouldn't want to try getting her too hard, because I do need those gems right now. I don't want to save up gems to try to just try. I need to have a guaranteed chance to get her, but I might try to get her anyways. And I actually did when I was recording this, and I didn't do so good, as you can see. Alright, and I almost forgot, before I end my video, I want to talk about what weapons you should build for her in defensive items. For defensive items, of course, max HP. The recommendations had it right. Not speed attack though, I wouldn't get that for her. Why do I say that? Is you want to get as much damage out of her as possible, because after all, she has two AoE abilities that only deal 70% and 60% total magic damage. So you probably want to build as much damage from her as possible. So building critical rate is going to help you with damage. So definitely get some critical rate for her. As I said, max HP thing is right, but yeah, lifesteal, that's another thing. Lifesteal works excellent. It's excellent for all mages and fighters. It's definitely something I would recommend for every mage and every fighter. It's always very helpful, especially when you build max HP and lifesteal. That is a deadly combo. As for accessories, critical rate is on her recommended list, but sometimes it strongly does depend on what you use the character for in Arena. Me, for example, I use a death build, so I gave everybody the Ring of Death for accessories. So it really does depend on what your build is. Do you need stun or do you need critical rate? The critical rate will seriously increase her critical chance because you already have critical rate items on her. So it is a good idea, but it really does depend though. But anyways, that's all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and please do take it easy for me, alright? Bye.